Hi guys, I'm Jess and welcome back to Magical Mischief. Now today I've got a wand review video for you guys. We're going to be reviewing all the wands that I purchased when I went to see The Cursed Child. Now before we get into these ones, I would just like to give you a little bit of information about them. So at The Cursed Child Play, there are only 4 wands available, and those wands are for Albus Potter, Hermione Granger, Scorpius Malfoy, and Harry Potter. Now, those are the only, as I said, the only ones that are available there. Now, I checked this morning before filming this video on the Harry Potter shop website, and the only ones that are available on that website are Albus and Scorpius. And the Cursed Child merchandise is actually more limiting than I expected it to be. So if you want to get the best merchandise for the Cursed Child Play and to represent your trip to the play, I would personally buy it then and there while you were there if you were able to, because you're going to get the best merchandise possible. Now, in this video, I am going to flip the camera around so that you can have a look and you can see what each wand looks like, and I'll go into detail about them. Before I do that, I am going to show you what the box looks like, because for every character the design of the box is exactly the same, apart from obviously the name at the end of the wand. Now each wand comes in a nice white sleeve to protect your box. Now it is very important that you keep this protective sleeve. It will not only protect your wand box because the wand box has a velvety feel to it, it will also help keep the value of the item if you ever decide to sell it. So at the top of our wand box, we have the name. It says Harry Potter and the Cursed Child Parts 1 and 2. On this side, we've got some beautiful feather detail in this gold foiling. It's gorgeous. It says the 8th story. On the back, you've got that same feather detail, and it says 19 years later. Now, the feel of the box, as I said, is this nice velvety colour. On the bottom of the box, right here, you have all the copyright information. This copyright information tells you that this item is officially licensed, which is great. That's what you want from a Harry Potter product. All of these wands cost £32, which I think is not that bad, because that's around the same price of the Novel Collection ones and the ones that you can purchase at the studio tour. When you open the wand box, you're met with this sleeve, and it says the name of the play and gives you official replica of Scorpius Malfoy's wand. I think that is just gorgeous because it's also got the gold foiling like the rest of the box. Now when you open the wand box, each wand will come in a nice little sleeve to protect it, and it's protected with this foam packaging, just like the ones you get at the Warner Brothers studio tour. Now I am going to flip the camera around, and then I will pull each wand out and give you details of to what the wand is like. So the first wand we are going to look at here is Scorpius Malfoy's wand. Now his wand is a mix of this dark brown colour, this light brown colour, and this very much tanned sort of beige woody colour. Very much similar to the Bellatrix wand, there is this bend in the wand, which is absolutely gorgeous. As you can see here, we've got the darker brown detail that looks a bit like frames, or looks like he scratched the wand away. As we can see on this side of the wand, we have lots of line drawings and cross marks. Obviously, I think from where in lessons he's been bored, he's been scratching at his wand with a quill. You've got the similar sort of detail down here, so he's obviously done some more down here. This wand tapers into a point, which is sort of a mix of that dark brown colour and the sort of light wood beigey tanned colour. And then we've got some more scratches in the wand. This wand I think is absolutely stunning. It feels really, really comfortable to hold. In the design, it is very, very simple, but those simple ones, I have to say, are definitely my favourite. Now this wand and the Albus Potter wand, which I will show you in a minute, were the most important ones for me to buy. Not just because of their stunning look, like you can see here in Scorpius's wand, but purely and simply because these characters do not exist in the films at all. You see them very, very briefly in the last scene of the film in Deathly Hallows Part 2. But we do not see them anywhere else in the film or have any other mention of them. The only time they are mentioned is in the Cursed Child play, and they have very heavy representation in the play. They are in quite a lot of scenes, and they are some of the main characters in the play. So for me, it was very important to have these wands. I just think the feel of it is gorgeous. The look of it is gorgeous. Oh, look, I've just noticed when having a look at the one that he's even sketched his initials, like SC, like short for Scorpius, in there. Just those little details like that and these scratch marks on the side make these ones absolutely unique to the character and amazing. So the next wand I'm going to show you is Hermione Granger's wand. This wand is very, very different to her wand in the films. It still has here that swirl detail, which is gorgeous. So they have kept that going into the design of this wand, but it's got a bit of a bend to it, and then it has all these scratch marks in it. It is just gorgeous. Now, just like the wand that she has in the film, this is also a very, very dark colour. And I think those type of wands suit Hermione that's my personal opinion. As we can see here, she's also got lots of indents and holes in her wand. I think where the wand has been a bit battered. She is obviously very, very busy in the Cursed Child film, looking after her children. And she also has to use this wand, obviously, to keep Ron in check, because we know what Ron's like. But I think this one is absolutely gorgeous, and it symbolises her really, really well. It's such a nice, like, grown-up take on her original design. And I think this is actually just as long or even longer than the wand that she had in the original films. I just can't stop staring at it. The design is, like, beautiful. Now, I must mention that these wands are not toys. And me being honest with you as I am, I don't even think these wands or any Noble Collection ones that you buy, officially licensed ones made of this material, of resin, of these designs, they are not for cosplay either. These are display only and are collectibles. If you intend to use wands for cosplay, I would personally go for the Noble Collection toy versions of wands, or go for unique ones on places like Geek Gear that don't cost as much, because these are, as I said, £32, and that is a lot to go and replace this wand. And this one and the Harry one are not available on the Harry Potter shop website. So unless you go to the play, you may not be able to get hold of them. So please, please be careful and look after your wands. So the next one I'm going to show you guys is Harry Potter's wand. Now, when I first pulled this wand out of the box, my first reaction was, whoa, this is a lot bigger than what Harry had before in the films, and it's a very different design. The top of the wand is very, very thick, and it tapers down into this really thin point. Now, this wand, I think, is the thickness, very much thickness at the top and slightly thinner at the bottom, is very much like his old wand. But it also reminds me of Arthur Weasley's wand. Now, his wand is very, very thick. It has a thick design and it tapers into this thin point. And the bit at the bottom in his wand is a lot thinner to the top. And it really reminds me of that. Now, if we look at the top of the wand, there is a hole design there, and it looks very, very bubbly. The top of the wand has this sort of what I would describe as scale-like detail, and it's got lots of line indents, which I think are really, really unique. Now, this one is, as I said, very, very different, I think, to what Harry had before. It's a very, very grown-up look. And I think with the character Harry is in the play, he is the same as in the films, but also very, very different at the same time. And I think it's nice that he has something different and something unique to represent him really, really well, and show that he is a strong father figure and strong role model to people. And I think this wand is absolutely stunning. So the last wand that I'm going to show you guys is Albus Potter's wand. Now Albus Potter is considered, I say, as one of the main characters in the play. The story revolves around him and Scorpius quite a lot, and Harry actually does occasionally take a bit of a back seat, which is really, really weird to see, but also really, really refreshing. At the top of Albus's wand, you have lots of stones that looks like, and those top is also very, very thick. Now, just like on Scorpius's wand, he has got an A in here for Albus that he scratched in when he's bored in class. It tapers down into sort of a point, but unlike his father's, this end that it tapers down into is a lot thicker, but the top is very, very thick. That very much reminds me of Harry's old wand. The colour of this wand is very, very dark, and it goes light down here but has this very, very dark end. I am starting to worry about these wands because I worry that the paint, unfortunately, is rubbing off really, really easily. I pulled this wand out and saw some marks where the colour was very, very different, and it was noticeable that it was different, which is very unfortunate. But then I think these wands are possibly directly made by Warner Brothers themselves. On the box itself, it has no mention of Noble Collection whatsoever, which is probably why, if the quality is slightly lessened, that may be why. But I shouldn't expect that if it has come directly from Warner Brothers. I am planning for these ones to get another Noble Collection display like I have in my room already in my studio, just to keep them extra safe, but for the moment they are staying in their boxes. Even though there is some colour coming off, I still think these are really stunning and really worthwhile to purchase. They are just gorgeous. Albus's wand is absolutely gorgeous and represents him, I think, really, really well, because it has some connections to his father's old wand, which I think is really, really nice. Now I'm going to turn the camera back round so that you can hear my final thoughts. So guys, I have to say, after looking at these with you guys, reviewing them and unboxing them, I think they are absolutely lovely wands. All four of them are lovely. Now, I have to say, I wish they also did some other characters. Like, I really wish they had sold a wand for Ron, Draco, and maybe Ginny, because those characters in the play, without giving spoilers away, are quite prominent to the story. The wand box, as you can see here, the design is absolutely stunning, and it's just as stunning as the wand themselves. As it's velvety, it is catching, unfortunately, a lot of dust, so I would recommend that you keep them in the protective sleeve. Now, pulling these wands out to show you guys, the wands have been very difficult to pull out the sleeve, and it has caused a little bit of damage, but the sleeve is there to protect the box, so I would expect damage, just a little bit. Now, the quality of the ones I would say are not as good possibly as a Noble Collection wand. On the bottom of the boxes there is no mention of Noble Collection, which is very, very upsetting because I love the ones that Noble Collection do. But then I think Warner Brothers do not have much affiliation with the play itself because it's very heavily created and associated with J.K. Rowling and probably the theatre that it is based in. I do have to say though, I still think they are very worthwhile. I do think if you're not looking to get very many, the best ones to get are this one, which is Albus Potter's wand, and Scorpius Malfoy's wand, because they are characters that you only see in the play. If you can afford to get all four, I would completely recommend it because they are absolutely lovely. Please comment down below and let me know your thoughts of these wands. I will be doing more reviews like this in the future of more wands that I purchase, but also of some other collectibles, either being collectibles that I own already or new collectibles that I purchase for myself or receive as gifts. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like. Don't forget to comment down below obviously your thoughts on these ones and which one was your favourite. Don't forget to subscribe down below and turn on that notification bell so you're notified when more magical mischief is coming your way. I hope you have enjoyed this video and I will see you very soon. Bye guys!